Minnesota Vikings special teams were among the worst, if not the absolute worst, in the NFL this season. And a big reason why the Vikings just sort of petered out, lost a couple games late in the season, went 7-9. And between Dan Bailey shanks, lack of return game, bleeding field position because of piss poor coverage teams, Mara Maloof, special teams coordinator, he had to go. So hence, it's been real, it's been fun. It has been real fun, but deuces. But the position has been hanging open. We finally got some clarity on Tuesday of some potential interview candidates. So Jordan Renan, Giants ESPN reporter, tweeted this out, quote, Giants assistant defensive backs coach Anthony Blevins, drawing interest around the league for special teams coordinator openings, interviewed recently with the Lions and Vikings per source. Blevins spent 7 seasons as assistant special teams coach with Cardinals plus Giants, known to be honest yet positive, respected by players, end quote. Interesting development. Background on Blevins, 44 years young, played some college ball at UAB Blazers, and actually played in the original XFL for the Birmingham Thunderbolts, which is awesome. Actually has his doctorate, so we call him, Dr. Blevins. Doc Blevins, running things on special teams. I like it. Worked his way up to assistant special teams coach since 2013. Blevins has been an assistant special teams coordinator in the league for the last 7 years, 2 with the Giants. And then Joe Judge came in 2020 as the new Giants head coach. And Judge, of course, has a special teams background, but he respected Blevins enough that he wanted to keep him on staff as a defensive backs coach. So that says a lot. It really does, because when you come in as a new head coach and you have a specialization in one side or a third of the ball, and then all of a sudden you decide to, instead of completely washing out the guys who previously held those jobs, keeping Blevins on staff, I think it says a lot. It does. And by all accounts, like Renan pointed out, well respected, well liked by the players. And special teams for the Vikings this year were an absolute mess, man. It was ugly. So your long snapper, who you spent a draft pick on, got the yips. I mean, how does that happen? And then Vikings starting field position this season, dead last in the NFL. Vikings opponent starting field position, last in the NFL, last. Kick coverage, Bailey was tied for worst in the NFL in average kickoff field position. Also had the lowest touchback rate in the NFL, so he wasn't booting it out of the back of the end zone, so he was getting returns, and it wasn't great. Punt coverage, Skull quit. We like him, but he was this year. Average, net, hang time, punt returns, all near the bottom of the NFL, plus punt return. So you had Chad Beebe, you drafted KJ Osborne as his return specialist, kick and punt returns, and you can not do either. Also, punt return, the Vikings only returned 14 punts for 49 yards, which is 31st in the league. Dead last in yards per punt return. Not great. Not great. Gessling also notes that assistant to the regional special teams coordinator Ryan Ficken could be in the mix as well. He's been here since 2007. And I don't know. Like, I understand that they like Ficken, but I mean, he was part of the problem. Unless everything was on Maloof. It was all Maloof. And then Ryan Ficken was like, no, we should do this the other way. And then Maloof was like, no, we're doing it my way. Maybe. But also, so this job was open 2 years ago when Mike Prefer went to Cleveland. But they didn't give Ficken the job then. What's really changed? But frankly, I don't care who it is. If it's Blevins, awesome. If it's Ficken, great. Just solve the coverage and return issues. Get a good punt returner, because as we've talked about ad nauseum on here, special teams are the great equalizer, because you will rarely find good teams with bad special teams. You'll rarely find bad teams with good special teams, because those good special teams will ratchet up that bad team. And it's one of the big reasons why it always comes back to Bill Parcells. All right, Parcells with Zimmer, Parcells and the Wilfs, etc. Every location where Parcells went, whether it be the Giants, the Jets, the Dolphins, Cowboys, whatever, he would always fix his special teams first. That would be the first part overhaul, because that will always give you a fighting chance. Field position, cover, and also you could potentially break one, score some points on returns as well. Plus, in the kicking game, if you're going to play a smash mouth style leading with their defense, you need a field goal kicker that you can rely on. So fixing all of those things, the style that Mike Zimmer wants to play, and so that the Vikings also aren't behind the 8 ball in field position, aren't giving up opponent field position starting at the 33. All right, so all of those things adding up made the level of difficulty for the Vikings in 2020 just that much greater. So if you can fix those things, all of a sudden, things get so much easier for the defense. You're not on a short field. For the offense, you have to go less yardage to score. And all of a sudden, things get magically better, because they saw special teams. Amazing. Could Anthony Blevins be that guy? Just find someone. Man. fix this garbage, because as much heat as the defense rightfully got in 2020, the special teams were even worse. The worst. Yeah. Your thoughts. Anthony Blevins interviewing special teams coordinator position. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.